Well, the headache of back to school across the counties is not the only thing governors are going to be grappling with. County leaders will now be given leeway in prescribing measures to contain the spread of coronavirus in their counties, but this will be subject to approval by the national government. According to Health CS Mutahi Kagwe, the spread of the virus is now specific to counties and will be upon individual devolved committees to respond to specific needs. Kennedy Moredi explains further.
The month of November has seen the highest number yet of COVID-19 infections in the country, and it is just 16 days in.
Since the beginning of this month, we have recorded some 14,927 positive cases. And I remind you that this is only the middle of the month, and lost some 274 people.
The Ministry of Health wants this number could rise in the coming days as the country readies itself for dark days ahead.
Our advice as the Ministry of Health is that instead of attending a wedding, please send a gift. Instead of attending a funeral, please send a contribution if you must. But I think it is in your interest not to attend those functions and leave them to the families.
Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe is attributing the rise mostly to Kenyans' behavior, which he says is no longer aligned to following laid-down procedures.
Even the dead, if they rose up and saw what you are doing, they will turn in their graves.
Counties, the Ministry of Health says, have become bastions for the spread of the virus, and the decision on what measures to take will be left to them.
The County National Emergency Response Committees on COVID-19, co-chaired by governors and county commissioners, should hold emergency meetings and immediately start considering county-specific surgical measures to curtail the spread of the virus in the respective counties.
But there is a caveat.
Any measures agreed upon must also be consulted, must follow consultations with the Ministry of Health on protocols and guidelines and the Ministry of Interior and coordination of national government for enforcement. Once agreed, the announcement of the measure specific to counties will be announced by the county NAC and specifically the county governor.
The risk of you contracting the coronavirus disease today is higher than it was yesterday. So the government is calling upon you to stick to the simple rules that it has been singing since March. Wear your mask, wash your hands regularly, avoid crowds, and you'll have lowered those chances of contracting that virus by a larger percentage. Kennedy Moredi, NTV in Nairobi County.